Oh my goodness, a very good morning. I didn't notice this station was here. Bit of eggs Benedict for breakfast. A little switch up from my usual, and because the ship is rocking ever so slightly, even more compared to yesterday, let's get a green apple. Prevents any kind of seasickness. Good morning everybody, and welcome to day 5 of the LA to Tokyo Transpacific cruise to Japan. My morning started off a little different today. I did come up to Windjammer. I'm still here at the Windjammer, but I had a quick breakfast and then I had to run downstairs to do my Japan immigration face-to-face. It was actually a very quick process. I wasn't allowed to film any of it for obvious reasons, but basically you go down with my completed arrival card form, which was provided to us from the cruise ship. Once you actually get to the immigration officer, he just quickly checks your passport, checks the arrival card, and then just approves it. And then he puts a little sticker on the passport to say that it was been complete. Sunny this morning, but a lot more cloudier. And yesterday was when the ship really started to rock. All through the night, the ship was rocking. And even today, we are still swaying from side to side, but it's still at a comfortable swaying. It's not like I'm going to be seasick. There was a moment where, you know, you walk through the I-95 to immigration, and I was just looking around. It's such a weird feeling for me. I was just a bit like, I feel like I'm a crew, like just being there. All right, so I want to show you now how to book a shore excursion on the Royal Caribbean app. So as soon as you open to the home page, scroll down, sorry it's hard to do this with one hand, to the bottom where it says more, and then click where it says excursions with the snorkel icon. Once you let it load, you need to scroll to the day you want. So these are all the sea days, and then this is our first port, Muroran. Now, there's quite a lot of excursions to choose from, but the two that Tommy and I were looking at were these two right here on top. So this is the $25 bus ticket from the cruise port into the town. Pretty much everyone needs to buy this, and then once you arrive at the Muroran train station, you're then free to do whatever you want. You can take the train to Sapporo, or you can stay in Muroran and walk around. But they also had this tour, which is Sapporo on your own. Now this is $156 US. So I apologize for the yellow lighting. The promenade lighting is aesthetically yellow right now, so we're stood outside Shore Excursions making this video. So the two shore excursions that I talked about, the first one, the $25 ticket, the cruise port that we arrive in, Muroran, is an industrial port. There's a lot of shipping containers everywhere, and it's not really designed for walking out, so you have to take the shuttle to take you into the town of Muroran. That is $25.
I think there's taxis too.
Oh, there's taxis outside?
I think so, but it's going to be more expensive than the shuttle.
Yeah, so don't recommend the taxis because Japan is actually known. The taxis are just super expensive. It's not a known thing to take taxis out in Japan, so try not to take a taxi if you're ever there. Do take the shuttle bus, which is only $25. It'll take you into the town. Once you arrive in that town, we're going to debate as to whether to take the train into Sapporo, because the other option is we can book the $156 tour on the ship, and it's a bus that will take you straight to Sapporo from the cruise ship, so you can skip going into the town of Muroran. They're the two sort of dilemmas we're in right now, because we're not even sure yet if we want to stay overnight in Sapporo or not. I think I'm convinced that I do. Tommy's still,
I don't know,
not sure. He thinks he might want to come back to the ship. I think I want to make the most out of the overnight and book a hotel, which means I'm going to take the train in, because if you pay for the $156 day ticket to Sapporo from the ship, it's going to bring you back to the ship on the same day, so you cannot stay there overnight. So there's a bit of a dilemma right now, and that'll help some of you out, because a lot of the guests on board now are actually finding my videos and watching it in real time, so it's actually kind of cool. Anyways, the shore excursion is located on deck 5 on the Royal Esplanade.
show them how to buy a thing here.
How to buy what?
Buy it if you wanted to come here and buy it, how you do it.
Oh, and the touchpad you mean?
Yeah.
It's the same as the phone, though.
It's the same, but this is, you're here though. Like,
so basically,
you get a bigger screen.
Basically what I just showed you on the app, you can also do it on the touchpads. Oh, someone's got a gold Pinnacle card. And then here's a list of all the show excursions, which is the same as the app I just showed you. So, oh, it's in a different order though.
Oh.
So this is the day shuttle buses, onboard sales only, and then where is our
I think it was at the top.
Sapporo on your own? No, it's not.
No. Right there.
Sapporo on your own. Now, although Izumi is my favourite speciality Royal Caribbean restaurant, because we are going to Japan, it doesn't kind of make sense for us to eat here when I just have to wait a couple more days and I will be eating the real authentic sushi. But it's good to have it here. If anybody was wondering, it is located on Deck 5 on the Royal Esplanade, just further up from Shore Excursions where I was just at. But now I want to make my way to the music hall because there's quite a cool thing happening. So in a few days it's actually Halloween, and right now there is a flash mob dance class where a lot of all the passengers and the guests have come together to learn a couple of dances for the Halloween event, which is going to be on the Esplanade right here, I think, for everybody to see. So I'm going to make my way down to Deck 4 now, and there is access to the music hall from the Esplanade. This will be the second level of the music hall. So I just came down the stairs as so. Inside onto the top level. Music hall is normally a live music event. For a live music venue, I should say, for events in the evening. But today, this is where they're doing the dance class.
2, 3, 4.
I can hear it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
So right now they're learning the dance to Thriller.
2, 3, 4.
Look at this.
Okay.
How fun is this?
1, 2, 3, 4. And then what do we do now?
Good job,
We
guys.
are going to.
So normally in the evening, when it is a live music venue,
I know that looks weird.
you can order your cocktails
But yeah, so
from this cool
single,
music hall.
double.
It's like a vinyl. It's quite nice to just to touch. The good thing about having an indoor pool is when it's slightly cooler outside, it is lovely and warm in here. So I will be just chilling out here on deck, where am I at? 14? So just to put things into perspective for you, through the doors here is the outdoor pool, back of the ship. In the middle is the indoor pool, and then towards the front of the ship is the solarium. Okay, let's see how it is inside. And remember, solarium is adults only, 18 years and older. Oh, there is some music here, so let me try and talk as much as I can. See, like I said, it's actually really sunny outside, and the views of the ocean make it look like it's hot. But as soon as I stepped outside, yeah, England weather for sure. And again, looks like lots of people had my idea because it looks kind of busy in here. It's packed, but there is a bar and a pool and also hot tubs. Actually, maybe the hot tub in here is better option for me right now. Oh, but the vibes are nice. Maybe for now I'll just try and find a quiet chair. And things like this on the ceiling just make it very, I don't even know what the word is, just nice to be in here. So I'm just chilling at the solarium bar right now, as it's really the only place I can find a seat. It's quite interesting right now because I feel like my body clock, I don't really know what time zone I'm in. I kind of feel tired in the middle of the day, and then I'm up at random hours early in the morning. I flew from the UK to the US, joined the ship the next day, and then every day of the cruise so far it's been 1 hour back. So who knows what time zone my body clock is in. God, the sun came back out today. I was almost worried I missed all my sunny days, or yesterday was going to be the last one. Good morning everybody, and welcome to day 6 of the Transpacific crossing LA to Tokyo cruise. It is a glorious, sunny, warm day today. Still a little bit rocking, but not as bad as yesterday. But I am most definitely glad the sun has come out today. If it stays like this all day, I might even be able to put my swim shorts on for the first time this cruise. So I've come outside with my laptop today whilst enjoying the view of this incredible blue sea day ocean. I have pretty much decided that I want to stay the night in Sapporo when we arrive. So the first thing I'm going to do this morning is start browsing some hotels. So whenever I'm booking hotels, I always use Expedia, and because I am a silver member, I get a pretty good discount. Now I'm going to share with you my screen now. I do apologize because all of these prices are in UK pounds, so all of my US viewers, just convert it if you really want to know. But if I just scroll down now, you can actually see the prices for a hotel in Japan are very affordable and incredibly cheap. Okay, so what we've decided is Tommy and I are going to stay in a hotel close to the station, but we're going to stay in different hotels. This way we can give you a comprehensive review of what the hotels are like. We found 2 different hotels, similar in price. One is connected to the train station and one is literally right next to the train station. So I'm going to share with you now my screen for the hotel that I've decided. It's called Hotel Gracie Sapporo. It got a 4-star rating on Expedia, 8.6 rating overall, and it's close to some other landmarks nearby, which of course is going to be good for the vlog. And your boy cannot wait to visit Sapporo for the first time. This was not one of the cities I went to during my trip earlier this year. So the total for the hotel I just paid for was £46, which works out to be about $60 US. Very, very affordable. And now what we need to do is book the shuttle ticket from the cruise port to the train station, which is going to be $25. So I will show you once again how to book it exactly. Go to More at the bottom when you open up the Royal Caribbean app. Press Excursion, which is the snorkel icon. Let it load. Go across to Sapporo, which is our first port of call. And this is it. Day shuttle to Muroran station. $25. If it's going to let me open it, there we go. And then reserve now.
What time did you get?
What time did I get? That's a good question.
7:30 is what you get select. I did 7:30.
Day 13. And then 7:30 a.m. Next. That's the earliest one, right?
What?
That's the earliest one, right?
Yeah, at least on showing in me was.
Yeah. Okay, well 7:30. $25. Add to cart. And then here's the confirmation. Total due $25 US. Accept the terms and conditions and then place order. And then what? We're going to get a ticket sent to our room the night before, right?
Yeah, or we can go to the kiosk down there and print them ourselves right now.
Alright, so we've just come down to Shore Excursions and now we can actually print out our ticket of what we just purchased. I don't think most people will know how to do this.
It's in another language.
Oh yeah, you need to...
Maybe our Spanish speaking lessons would help there.
I'm glad you figured that out because I was a bit lost then. View my reservation. Oh look, there it is. And there's the ticket. Okay, well I'm going to do the same now then. Tap the screen. And then what did you do? Menu.
Menu, my reservations.
View my res. Ah, there's my ticket to to Muroran train station. Oh, thank you for that.
Didn't like it.
Ta-da! Done. But if you don't print out your ticket at the Shore Excursions, they will deliver it to your room, usually the day before. But if you just want peace of mind, just go to Shore Excursions and print it out. Hey, how you doing? Saying hi to the fans.
Good afternoon, everyone. Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Deck 2, Zone 5, outside of network.
It's just gone noon, which means it's lunchtime. Decided to try somewhere new for a change. The Solarium Bistro, which is like a mini buffet here in the Solarium. So I've come up to deck 14. Tommy's decided to go to the casino, so I've decided to have a little bit of lunch. So this is kind of like a almost hidden buffet here that a lot of people wouldn't even think to come to for lunch. But it looks really nice. Look at all these seating areas. And the buffet is here. Hello. Because if you want to escape the busyness of the Windjammer, you have a small selection of food here too, which is quite good. Fried chicken, flank steak, chicken fried rice, what's that? Oh, fish, yeah. So yeah, this is all really nice stuff. Pasta, mashed potatoes are here. For lunch today, fried chicken, fried rice, and broccoli. So when it comes to actually deciding where you want to eat on board, just do it through the app. Open up to the homepage, click where it says dining at the bottom, let it load, and the tabs are quite good because the Hungry Now tab literally tells you what's open and what's closed right now. And you can decide right there and then what you want to eat. But if there is something specific you're looking for, just scroll along the top. So if you want to look for a specific restaurant like Jamie's Italian or Chop's Grill, you can select the venue. You can make a reservation right now, or you can just view the menu and see what you fancy.
And 43. If you got this number, say yeehaw! There is. What number do you need? It is B13. B13. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Look outrageously good. Waffle Station is very much tempting me today. Looks better than IHOP. Good morning everybody and welcome to day 8. Yes, I said day 8. Went from day 6 to day 8. No, I have not been slacking. I have not missed a day of vlogging. Last night we actually sailed and crossed over the international Dateline. So I essentially lost a day of my life. I went to bed last night, it was what, the 28th of October, and today becomes October 30th. Strange one. September 28th. And today it's September 30th. See, in my mind I'm a month ahead. I don't fully know exactly, like logistically how it all works. I just know that it's something to do with the position that we're sailing in, where we are in the world, and the spin of the axis of the globe. It makes us basically skip a day. And that officially marks the halfway point to Japan. We're only halfway.
That international Dateline took CHRIS a month ahead.
So I want to talk about now the amplification that's going to take place here on board Ovation of the Seas next year. Now for those of you who don't know what that is, when a cruise ship goes in for a dry dock phase every few years for regular service and maintenance, an amplification is when the ship actually gets a bit of a facelift. This is their chance for the cruise line to install new features, new venues, as well as obviously fix and maintain any, potential areas of the ship that need it over the course of the last few years it's been in service. Now there's actually going to be some new features coming on board which I want to talk about today. Now before I start talking in this segment, I do just have to point out this is not official Royal Caribbean information that I'm sharing with you. This is all just information that I have found online and I am sharing my opinions. Now the first venue I want to talk about is the music hall. I've decided to start here because this is where I believe the biggest amplification project is going to take place. Now this is where I was a few days ago where the dance class actually happened, but the biggest change is going to happen, well, actually on both upper level and lower level. Alright, so I'm now on deck 3, which is the lower level of music hall. I literally just came from the stairs right here. Now you can see behind me these casino slot machines because the casino is literally right next to this venue. The biggest amplification project is the casino expansion. And from what I've seen online, the bottom level of the music hall, this is all going to turn into a casino. Now I have no idea how it's going to look. Maybe they're just going to fill this space with all slot machines, but there's potential room for table games too. Like maybe there's going to be a pit in the middle, and then they could have slot machines all around it as well. That would actually look quite nice in my opinion. But I would love to know, what do you think about turning all of this space into the expanded casino? Are you guys going to miss the music hall? So with now the bottom level all being casino gaming areas, the top level will remain a live music venue, but they're not going to keep it as the music hall. This venue is going to be called, and they're going to change this to the Sound Cellar. And how the Sound Cellar is described on Royal Caribbean's website is a venue tuned for all kinds of shows, a Hollywood-style scene bringing non-stop woes. So they haven't really given too much away as to how it's going to look or feel, but this is the biggest, in my opinion, amplification project that's going to happen next year. The top level of music hall is going to turn into a new music venue, and the lower level, which is on deck 3, is going to be all gaming casino areas. I've now just come up from deck 4 onto deck 5 because the next amplification project I want to talk about is Izumi. Now Izumi is currently the Japanese restaurant on board the ship, but for the amplification they announced that they were going to install teppanyaki in here. Now that's quite interesting because Tommy and I were looking at the restaurant yesterday trying to figure out where they would actually put the teppanyaki in the restaurant because it's quite a small space. It's not a huge restaurant here on the Quantum class, but after reading online last night, to my knowledge, the Wonderland restaurant on the other side, this is going to be converted into the teppanyaki. Now it's no surprise to me that the Wonderland restaurant has been chosen to be the venue for the new Izumi teppanyaki because, well, this restaurant always got a lot of mixed reviews, good and bad. And if you saw my Quantum of the Seas video last year where I did eat in there, you will know that I didn't really love the experience I had as well. But you will also know that Izumi is my favorite specialty restaurant on board. So with the teppanyaki being on this side and then the sushi restaurant just being further down there, almost next to each other. In fact, they may actually be able to connect the whole thing, because if the Wonderland restaurant is going to be taken up by the teppanyaki here, they could essentially knock down any separation to Izumi, and this whole restaurant could be one massive Izumi, which I, again, think is a fantastic idea. On the same level as the Izumi expansion, we also have behind me the Bionic Bar. The Bionic Bar is the robot arms that make your cocktails. Now I do remember when this was first introduced before the pandemic, this was very popular. A lot of people were purchasing drinks just to see the robot make their cocktails, but since then I can understand why they've decided to remove this because not really many people care about this anymore. Once you've seen the robots make your drinks once, you kind of don't really care to see it again. So from the ships that I've worked on, Allure and Utopia, the location where the Bionic Bar would normally be, there is a new venue called the Pesky Parrot. And this is going to be converted into a Pesky Parrot tiki bar. That's how it's actually themed. Basically, there's a lot of parrots everywhere. It's very colorful, lots of tropical cocktails available, and I believe this whole space is going to turn into a Pesky Parrot during the amplification. So a couple other changes that's going to be taking place. La Patisserie is changing to Starbucks. Shore Excursions is going to be replaced with something called Royal HQ, whatever that means. Jamie's Italian is going to turn into Giovanni's Italian, and all of that was the main amplification projects that will be happening in April next year. The first row has arrived. This is the tataki roll, and roll number 2, dynamite. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to eat here because we're going to Japan, but after a week on board, I was just kind of craving Asian food, as you do. And this is legit the best meal of the cruise so far, and probably will be of the whole trip. Well, I absolutely devoured that in record-breaking time. And the night ended with the Dancing with the Stripes competition, and this was in the 270 venue. This was honestly one of the most fun things I have ever watched on a cruise ship. So what happens is 10 of our striped crew members danced with 10 passengers who volunteered to take part in this competition. This is a very Dancing with the Stars, Strictly Come Dancing vibe game show. I think you all know what I mean when I say that. What happens is there were rounds that were playing songs, all different themed, and the contestants would have to dance as best as they could to the songs. There were 3 judges as well who were watching every round, and they would eliminate a couple every round until it got down to the final 2.
Let's hold hands, let's hold hands, let's hold hands.
We feel that, well, they feel throughout the entire rounds that there was one team that really stuck out from the get-go. And that team is team number... Team number 4!
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, considerations to couple number 7. Thank you so much for taking part in the game show. You guys got some prizes. But everybody, here's your champions tonight. It's coming number 4!
Alright guys, it's time to end the vlog. God, I love this huge friggin' bed just for me. It feels so good sleeping on this every single night of the voyage. But yes, 3 days in 1 today. I know I said I was going to be daily vlogging, but sometimes it's quite hard for me to daily vlog and post on the same day. And using the cruise ship internet is also a little bit challenging, but I'm doing my best. Like I said, we are officially halfway to Japan, and I do also have to say, today has been the rockiest I have felt it all cruise so far. Like, this is actually making me almost a little seasick. Even at this point in my life, I will never get used to being seasick. Nobody does. And today, at points during the day, I was just feeling very drowsy, very tired. Even sometimes just sitting down at my computer editing, I could feel myself just feeling a bit lightheaded. Like, we are really rocking. You can't really tell on my camera, but trust me, we're rocking. And it was expected, especially now that we're pretty much in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. But nonetheless, I am having the best time ever as a passenger on board this Transpacific cruise. And still, lots more videos to come, because we still don't arrive until Japan for at least another, what was it, 4 days, 5 days? Do you know what, at this point I don't even know where we are anymore, especially with the international Dateline. It's a little confusing. Time for me to head to bed, and see you tomorrow. Later.